Hello everyone, this is General History, and this is part 6 of our Ultimate General Civil War playthrough. Uh, we are on our way to Shiloh. We're just completing campaigns, missions before the minor campaign missions before the Battle of Shiloh. We just won the cavalry raid mission, and now we're about to go to the supply depot defense mission. I believe that's what it was. I was sort of reading through the description of the mission, but I did actually go through after the episode and rename some of my uh, brigades here in the my first 3 divisions to some of the more famous Virginia divisions, because like I said, I am of Virginia, so I go ahead and name them after Virginia regiments. Granted, these are brigades, but they are. I did name them after more of the famous regiments of the time. So we have the Stonewall Brigade, the Bloody Eight, the Old First, and the Innocence Brigade, as well as Wheat's Tigers. Wheat's Tigers were technically Zouaves at the Battle of Bull Run, so I named them after my sharpshooter, seeing as they are the light infantry of it all. So went through just to have some fun, because you can rename the divisions. You can also look at the statistics if you go through. So like Stonewall Brigade has now fought at every engagement that I've played through, and as you can see, they've had about a 2-to-1 kill ratio, a little better than 2-to-1. Bloody Eighth is much better, actually. They've been so technically these guys should be the Stonewall Brigade, if I'm being honest. Uh, they have almost a 3-to-1 kill ratio, and then you have the Old First, meh, yeah, and well, so that's fun. And of course, Wheat's Tigers, very first one, didn't take any losses. Innocence Brigade, that was their first mission as well, and of course Stewart's cavalry unit. And these two are new to the battle. I don't think Siegfried got 94 kills in 1 launch, so he has a very, very good kill-death ratio at the moment. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and play Stay Alert. General Johnson has established his base, and this would be Sidney Johnson, not Joseph E. Johnson in the East. Sidney Johnson was the Western general who unfortunately would die. We'll talk about it, but he will die at Shiloh, leading his men from the front. General Johnson has established his base at Corinth, Mississippi, in order to reorganize our Western forces. At this point in the, I would say, well, February. I don't have my dates right in my head. I don't know if Fort Donelson was already fought at this point. It might have. I'd have to look that up. In order to reorganize our Western forces, we soon expect Yankee offensives into Tennessee, and we must be ready. Corinth is a major railroad junction and a strategic supply position. You, you've been assigned to guard one of our supply lines' vital points northwest of Corinth. Stay alert and prevent any Yankee raid into the area. So let's go ahead and go through. So as you can see, they can bring up to 44,000 troops into the Battle of Shiloh. Let's see if we can knock them down a bit in this mission. I really should probably work on my reconnaissance a little more so I can start seeing a little more of what the enemy has to offer. So I built those last 2 brigades right before this mission. So now we have a full 10 brigades to deploy. And there goes my dog. She obviously hears something outside. Hopefully that doesn't bother us too much. So let's go ahead and start. We still don't have any enemy army information to supply us with. Okay, so that's pretty much what we saw in the briefing. Pickett's has spotted Yankee cavalry movements a couple miles at north and west of your position. You have to prepare for a potential attack. Reinforcements have already been dispatched from Corinth and are on the way to assist you if needed. Which I'm sure we're going to if the game's having reinforcements come. Stay alert, General. We cannot afford a broken line in our supply chain. So, I mean, that was true. The South already didn't have enough in the way of supplies Oh, sorry, let me restart that. The South already struggled with its supply chains. They didn't have nearly as many railroads as the North had, so I sort of deployed all my military in sort of a box formation. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take out the cavalry for now and put in another infantry. So my reinforcements are coming this way. So we'll go ahead and put Scott up here as well. So yeah, they already struggled with their lack of railways and being able to move supplies. The North had a massive railroad network, so any chink in that supply chain would decimate and did decimate the Confederacy at times. Alright, so let's go ahead and see where we can put these guys into positions. Oh, they actually have fortified positions here. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy skirmishers though on a couple of these units. And we'll leave the Stonewall Brigade whole. Put the Stonewall Brigade along this front. So yeah, we'll deploy skirmisher units. We'll put the Innocents, Bloody Eights down here in these woods. Scott skirmishers will move all the way up to the north here. And Old First skirmishers in those woods. Alright, now as for the main units, move Bloody Eighth there. We already have Stonewall there. And battle will just sort of leave here in the middle. Alright. I guess the Innocents will move up. Actually, the O First will stay here. Innocents will move to our rear in that position. I'm assuming we're probably going to get attacked from all directions. Alright, so we do have Yankee cavalry moving around out there. Oh, shoot. Alright, you get back there. You get into cover. Get into cover. So they're charging the Stonewall Brigade, but this skirmisher unit is actually hitting them from the rear as they're charging up. So the Union is definitely sending out their skirmishers as well. Go ahead and put these guys in these woods. So is that all the Union's sending after us? Is cavalry and skirmishers, or do they have an actual force out there somewhere? That's the question. Okay, so yeah, there's the answer. You guys get back to the O First. And now we're going to go ahead and pull the Innocents. Go ahead and double time. Because we do have this massive gap in our line here. And they have a straight shot at our artillery there. Artillery, not quite. There's the supplies, but I'm sure they're out there somewhere. You guys go ahead and rejoin Scott's brigade. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pull all of our skirmishers in, except for the innocents. I'm gonna go ahead and put them along this line here. More infantry. So they are coming in. I don't have anybody in reserve though, that's the one issue. So I have nobody, if we go into melee, to fire into any of these retreating, or not retreating, any of these units holding these lines. Don't know how long it's going to be until we get our reinforcements though. I don't know if it's when the timer up here runs out, or if it's if that's the whole battle timer and we will get our reinforcements sometime in between then. I don't know. These divisions are in pretty good cover, although Hare is now charging. They probably... No, Oldburst's not going to get another volley off in time. Not quite in melee yet, though, so their charge must have ran out of steam. Okay, and Hare is routing, so... And we'll get a nice volley into his rear as he retreats. Another division's coming up. So the 01st is in a position to sort of pour a little bit of fire into Turtle's flank. Not quite a flanking position, but close. The Innocents are actually in a little bit of a salient here now. With enemies on almost three sides. Not quite a salient, but almost. And we still have all this cavalry threatening our rear. Oh, that's right. The rest of their men are over on this flank. So Hare is rallied and is now moved back. We did get Tuttle. I said Turtle before, that's Tuttle. We did get him to rout. Not quite rout yet, but he's definitely breaking. Oh. They're charging with two different brigades. Hopefully the first can shoot into Race rear. Bloody Eighth can sort of help the Innocents. I don't know if he's quite in canister range yet. The Innocents are breaking. Should move my general out there. Now they're routing. Might have to move my artillery back. They weren't quite in canister range. Alright. Doesn't look like anybody's coming from the north here, so I'm going to move Scott into position, try and clear out those woods. Can move the Innocents into their position, just in case that cavalry flanks around. I don't want them hitting us in our rear. We were getting marched to route, but now MacArthur's coming in. Let's back it up there. Now they're in canister range. Don't know what canister is. It's basically like shooting a shotgun with a cannon. It's only effective at close range, but when it was in range, it was extremely effective. Innocents have finally rallied, so let's go ahead and move them into that position. Doesn't look like the cavalry realized that there was an opening there. Stop running. They reload faster when they're not running. Pretty good cover, 78%. The old first is in range, actually. Barely. Technically not. So we are starting to chase off most of the enemy, but they are starting to rally. Tuttle is starting to break there. Sure, castle's far enough out so he can actually command his men. 8% losses at the moment, that's not terrible. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward this. See this, they're not really pressing the attack anymore. I really want to sort of move out from my defense positions and move against them, but I don't want to do that until I get my reinforcements. Speaking of which, it looks like they have arrived. I guess that's the only two. I guess I have all my infantry on the field. No, I should still have my can. Okay, here's the rest of my force. So, Stuart, let's go ahead and get you guys moving against their cavalry. Once Wheat's Tigers get up there and haul, then finally my howitzers. I probably should have started with my howitzers. They probably would have done a better job because they are in defense than my 6-pounders would have done. That was pretty bad. But they should rout these skirmishers pretty easily. Get them to... Doesn't look like anything's coming to the north here. So we'll get them to meet up with the Innocents. And then we'll march Hall and the Wheat's Tigers across the field, as well as the Innocent Brigade. And just sort of roll up the right flank here. Oh, the skirmishers actually... What? Stuart, come on, you could have done better than that. So Wheat's Tigers have the hunter rifle, so they should be able to stay out of range of their skirmishers. Stuart, I guess I can have him sort of protect Wheat's Tigers. I'll use the Innocents and Hall to, like I said, to sort of roll up their line. Then as I'm sort of get to each position, I'll start moving these forces out as well. Move against them. No more defending. Let's move against them. Let's do it. You can get in there. I don't need that cavalry hitting our rear. So as you can see, the shot cavalry does a lot better against the skirmisher cavalry. Stuart got them to rout. Go ahead and start moving the Stonewall Brigade out. Oh. Hello there. What is going on there? So the Innocents actually routed because of MacArthur's charge. But we got them to rout as well. Where's my commander? I'll go ahead and get these guys down. Him down there to help support their morale. Point blank range, come on. We got them to those skirmishers to break. Did he clear out both of those cavalry units? No. Alright, get in there. Charge him. Break him. I would break you. No? Didn't get the Rocky reference? Okay. Bloody 8, you guys can start moving forward now too. We are on the assault. Tuttle and Wraith might be hard to push out because they're in these woods. Marsh is also in there. Stuart is gonna yep, there goes Ingersoll. I don't want Stuart to. I think I'm just gonna hold Stuart back for now. Maybe go through the woods, but with them retreating right into Stuart. That's if they were routing, that's one thing. But they're not really routing; they're just marching backwards. Might be able to get Stuart in there and capture that supply wagon. Tuttle should break. Go ahead and start moving the old burst down. Move Scott forward as well. Hare should be breaking any moment. Tuttle is now breaking. We'll send Stuart. The supplies would be nice, but let's go ahead and send them against Tuttle as he retreats. See if we can get him to totally break. Or maybe even He was a little bit in range of Wraith, although they didn't take too many casualties because he wasn't quite in range. Okay, let's get these guys marching against these forces. Stewart, get out of there. Don't want to lose Jeb Stewart. He's already been wounded twice. In the game, not historically. Capture those Union guns! Wheat's Tiger should have the range on MacArthur here. And he's turning their flank, so that should give him a perfect sight. Yeah, not anymore. It just takes them so long to reload those hunter rifles. You know, since they've taken enough casualties, I'm going to move them back. Get Castle up there. Probably should bring up the... Oh no! Ken Lane is wounded. Siegfried is no longer in range of anything. Battle is pretty much the same way. I'm going to move them forward. There's only 11 minutes left in the battle, however, so probably not going to get too much out of any of them. Let's see if I can sneak in. See if I can find that supply wagon. Do a last-minute capture of their supplies. Just in case somebody's flanking around. I don't think they are, but... Getting out of the woods. 4 minutes, I don't think they're going to get up there in enough time, but we'll see. No, they're not going to get up there in time, so we'll just have them charge their cavalry. Now, granted, we can actually keep playing past the battle's end, which we might just do, just to see if I can capture those supplies, and to see if we can get these guns. So we broke that cavalry unit. Actually, I'm really only interested in the supplies. Oh, grab those supplies. We are losing a lot. Capture the supplies so I can finish this battle. Oh, there's another one up there, but Hare is protecting that one. This one I should be able to take. Although they're climbing uphill. Come on, get the supplies. Get the supplies. Alright, let's finish. We captured the supplies last minute. Alright, so 9,700 against 9,500. They lost 4,000 casualties. We lost 2,000. They lost 10 guns. Hopefully we captured some of them. They lost a whole boatload of casualties. Unit Stonewall Brigade was the best. Yeah, 4-to-1 kill death ratio, not too bad. Ken Lane was wounded. We did get 2 promotions to lieutenant colonels. Those 2 new majors we brought in. We covered 5 hunters, some of the Colts. That will help because Stewart actually took a fair amount of casualties. Got those supplies. about 1,000 Springfields we captured. 1 Napoleon. Okay. 2 howitzers. Alright, we can stock up on that howitzer battery we have. Rescued some of our Lorenzes and some Mississippis, as well as we took a bunch of sharps. So, we didn't capture as many goods as I was hoping we would. But, whatever. Fair enough. Alright, and that was the last battle before Shiloh. And we captured 120 prisoners, so we got 126 additional recruits. We're all going to have to replace our injured colonel. I guess we'll go ahead and, why not just get him a better one. Well, maybe not better, I don't know. But I didn't want to replace the colonel with anything less than a colonel. Alright, so let's go through. We're going to go ahead and heal all of our units. I'm going to keep the Stonewall Brigade veteran. Just keep using veterans for him. We'll do about 300 rookies and 260 veterans. I just do all veterans. 8,000. Sort of mix and match a little. Battle, did he lose any? Yeah, he lost a man.
Yes, sir.
Unisons, we'll do about 250 veteran, 250 rookie. Stewart, we'll keep them all rookie, because that would be expensive. How much would be veteran? Yeah, we'll keep the cavalry all rookies. Gonna take a hit, but so we can bring this guy up to an 18-gun battery. For howitzers, I feel like that's probably the more the merrier for howitzers. I think I have heard that between 12 and 16 guns should be a limit. So maybe we'll just keep it a 16-gun battery. We'll keep these guys veteran. There's only 10 of them. It's only going to cost 450. We'll leave these guys. We'll keep them as veteran. Okay, well, these guys are probably going to... No, we can do all rookies for them as well. Wrong thing. So they get promotions all around. Let's go ahead and see. We'll build 2 more units. We'll go another infantry battalion. Let's go ahead. We'll get these guys Mississippis. We'll give them just regular Springfields. And then we'll build another artillery. Let's see what we can. Let's see about. Ooh, that's gonna. Oh, I don't want them. They can't even do that much. So yeah, we'll build a 7-gun, 10-pound ordnance battery. Give us some range going into the next battle. I don't want a captain though, do I? I don't have a major. I'll put a major in charge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got $3,000 left. Oh wait, we still have the career point. Oh, that's right. Shoot.
Yes, sir.
Army org. Now we can put. I feel like we're probably gonna want to put these guys up at 2,000-man battalions. Let's see how much. Oh, we can't see what the enemy has. So right now we have 37,000 troops with the ones that they give us. I want to bolster them, but I'm probably gonna have to sell some stuff in order to do it. Go ahead and sell all these sharps. Sell all these Koken brothers. Not gonna. I don't want to sell any artillery. But in order to bring these guys, because most of these guys are armed with rifles, and it's just gonna cost. Oh, we don't even have enough Mississippis to. So we may end up having to what we may end up having to do. Let's go ahead, get these guys Springfields. It's gonna cost too much. Oh, that's a really big hit. I don't want to take that much of a hit. So let's do, can I do 300 rookies, the rest veterans? Yeah, because I want to keep the Stonewall Brigade pretty elite. Not just for the fact that the Stonewall Brigade, but I want at least one overly good unit. So I can get them up to 2,000. I can get them up to 2,000. These two units I should get up to 2,000 pretty easily. And then I just have the Innocents as well. They have the Wrens, but I'm probably going to have to drop them down to Springfields in order to max them out. Alright, so now we have all of our units. My dog is going crazy. All my units are at 2,000 men, all my infantry battalions. We have 3 artillery, a skirmisher, sharpshooter unit, and then 1 cavalry unit to bring into the Battle of Shiloh. Hopefully my dog's not being too loud at the moment, but I'm going to sign off now and figure out what's going on with her. So thank you all for watching. This is General History signing off, and bye.